Hey Cancer, I just sat down with my deck and the energy that came through for you is absolutely incredible. I need to share this with you because what I'm seeing here is not just good news. It's something that feels like the universe has been preparing this massive gift for you and it's finally ready to arrive. So I shuffled my cards thinking about Cancer energy, and what I felt immediately was this rush of abundance. Like when you open a door and there's this wave of warmth and light that just floods in, that's what's coming for you. Not just one blessing, not just one opportunity, but this continuous flow of beautiful experiences and gifts that are going to keep coming one after another. First card and see what the universe wants to show us. The first card I drew is the Three of Cups, and honestly, when this card appeared, I felt this immediate joy in my chest. You know that feeling when you realize something amazing is about to happen and you can barely contain your excitement? That's the energy here. The Three of Cups is telling me that your social life is about to become incredibly fulfilling in ways you might not have experienced before. This isn't just about having friends or going to parties. This is about genuine soul connections that are going to bring so much richness to your life. I'm seeing celebrations coming your way, Cancer. Multiple celebrations, actually. And these aren't forced or obligatory social gatherings where you feel like you have to show up and pretend to have a good time. These are authentic moments of joy where you're surrounded by people who truly appreciate you and want to celebrate life with you. The universe is saying that you've been through some periods where maybe you felt a bit isolated or like you were carrying things alone. And now that's shifting dramatically. What's really beautiful about this card in your reading is that it's showing me creative collaborations too. If you've been working on projects by yourself or feeling like you're the only one who understands your vision, that's about to change. The right people are going to show up who not only understand what you're trying to create, but who can add their own magic to it. This synergy is going to produce results that exceed what you could have imagined doing alone. I'm also picking up on feminine energy very strongly with this card. There might be women in your life, or feminine energy individuals, who are going to play a significant role in these blessings that are coming. They might introduce you to opportunities, support your dreams, or simply be there as incredible friends who make everything feel more joyful. Pay attention to new connections with people who have this nurturing, creative, celebratory energy because they're part of this abundance flow. The emotional fulfillment aspect of this card is huge for you, Cancer. Your emotional world is about to become so much richer. You know how sometimes life can feel a bit monotonous or like you're just going through the motions? That energy is dissolving. You're moving into a phase where every day has these moments of genuine happiness and connection that make you feel truly alive. Now, let me draw the second card because I want to see how this abundance is manifesting in other areas. The Seven of Cups just appeared, and this is fascinating because it's showing me that you're going to have so many options and opportunities presented to you that you might actually feel overwhelmed by the choices. But this is a good kind of overwhelm, like standing in front of a buffet of amazing food and not knowing what to try. First, because everything looks incredible. What I'm seeing with this card is that the universe is essentially opening up multiple pathways for you simultaneously. Career opportunities, romantic possibilities, creative projects, travel options. There are going to be so many doors opening that you'll need to really tune into your intuition to figure out which ones align with your highest good. This isn't about scarcity anymore, Cancer. This is about abundance consciousness where you get to choose from multiple blessings. I need to mention something important though. With the Seven of Cups, there's this element of making sure you're seeing things clearly. Some of these opportunities might look shiny and attractive on the surface, but might not actually serve your deeper needs. The key here is to not get so dazzled by all the possibilities that you lose sight of what you truly want. Your intuition is going to be your best friend during this time. When an opportunity presents itself, take a moment to feel into it. Does it make your heart sing? Does it align with your values and your vision for your life? If yes, pursue it. If something feels off, even though it looks good, trust that feeling. I'm also getting that some of these opportunities might involve elements of fantasy or creativity. Maybe you've been dreaming about doing something but thought it was too unrealistic or impractical. Well, the Seven of Cups is saying that those dreams might actually have a pathway to manifestation now. The universe is supporting your imaginative visions and wants you to explore them. There's also this message about not getting stuck in the dreaming phase, with so many possibilities. It can be tempting to just keep fantasizing about all the things you could do without actually taking action on any of them. The blessings are real and they're coming, but you'll need to make conscious choices and take tangible steps toward the opportunities that resonate most deeply with you. Let me pull another card to see more about the nature of these blessings. The King of Cups just came through, and my goodness, this energy is powerful. This card is telling me that emotional mastery and maturity are going to be key themes in this abundant period you're entering. You're not just receiving blessings passively, you're actually stepping into a much more emotionally evolved version of yourself that can handle all this goodness with grace and wisdom. The King of Cups represents someone who has deep emotional intelligence, who can navigate complex feelings and situations with calm and compassion. This might be you stepping into this energy yourself, or it could be someone coming into your life who embodies these qualities and who will play an important role in your blessings. Either way, this mature, emotionally balanced energy is going to help you make the most of everything that's coming your way. I'm seeing that part of this abundance involves healing old emotional wounds. The King of Cups has done his inner work. He's faced his shadows. He's learned how to love himself and others in a healthy way. You're being called to this same level of emotional sophistication. As you do this inner work, you'll find that you're able to receive and appreciate blessings on a much deeper level. You won't just be excited about surface level gains. You'll be able to recognize and value the profound gifts that life is offering you. If you're single, Cancer, the King of Cups could be indicating a mature, emotionally available partner entering your life. Someone who knows how to communicate, who isn't playing games, who has their emotional life in order. This person would bring stability and depth to a relationship, and they'd be able to match your emotional intensity in a healthy way. If you're already in a relationship, this card suggests that the partnership is evolving to a more mature and fulfilling level, where both people are truly showing up for each other emotionally in terms of career and life direction. The King of Cups is telling me that you're going to be making decisions from a place of emotional wisdom, rather than just logic or external pressure. You'll know what feels right in your gut, in your heart, and you'll have the courage to follow that knowing. This is going to lead you toward opportunities that not only look good on paper, but that truly nourish your soul. There's also this beautiful message about being a source of emotional support and wisdom for others. As you step into your own emotional mastery, people are going to naturally come to you for guidance and comfort. This isn't a burden, it's actually part of your abundance. Being able to help others from a place of genuine wisdom and compassion is one of the richest experiences we can have as humans. Let me see what else the cards want to reveal about this period of blessings. I just pulled the Ace of Cups, and I have to tell you, this is one of the most beautiful cards in the entire deck for representing new beginnings in love, emotions, and spiritual connection. An ace is always a pure, fresh start. And when it's in the suit of cups, we're talking about your emotional and spiritual life, overflowing with new potential. This card is literally showing an overflowing cup, which perfectly matches the theme of your reading about a torrent of luxuries and blessings. The universe is filling your cup to the brim and then some. This isn't just enough to get by. This is abundance that spills over and touches every area of your life. You might have been feeling emotionally drained or like you've been giving more than you've been receiving, but that dynamic is completely shifting now. The Ace of Cups often represents a new love, or a renewal of love in an existing relationship. If you're looking for romance, this card is a beautiful sign that something genuine and deep is on the horizon. This wouldn't be a superficial connection or a situationship that leaves you confused. This is the real thing, the kind of love that makes you feel held, seen, and cherished, the kind that fills you up emotionally and spiritually. But even if romance isn't what you're focused on right now, the Ace of Cups is still incredibly powerful because it represents a new level of self-love and emotional fulfillment. You're discovering or rediscovering your capacity to feel deeply, to experience joy, to connect with your own heart in ways that maybe you'd closed off before. This opening of your heart is going to allow all sorts of blessings to flow in because you'll be energetically receptive to them. I'm also getting spiritual undertones with this card. The Ace of Cups can indicate spiritual awakening or a deepening of your spiritual practice. You might find yourself more connected to intuitive guidance, more aware of synchronicities, more in tune with the subtle energies around you. This spiritual opening is going to help you navigate this abundant period with grace because you'll be tapped into higher guidance about which opportunities to pursue and which to let pass. There's this feeling of emotional cleansing too, with the Ace of Cups, like a fresh rainfall that washes everything clean and makes the world feel new again. Old emotional baggage, past hurts, limiting beliefs about what you deserve. All of this is being washed away to make room for the new blessings. You're being given a clean slate emotionally, and that's such a precious gift. Let me draw another card to see more layers of this abundance. The Six of Swords just appeared, and this is really interesting in the context of all this abundance. This card is about transition and moving toward calmer waters. What this tells me is that you've been through some challenging times, maybe some mental stress or difficult situations that required you to make hard choices. But now you're moving away from all that turbulence toward a much more peaceful and prosperous phase. The Six of Swords shows a journey, and what I'm picking up is that this journey toward your blessings might require you to leave some things behind. Maybe old ways of thinking that kept you small. Maybe relationships that weren't serving you. Maybe environments or situations that were draining your energy. The universe is helping you make this transition, but you have to be willing to let go of what no longer serves you to make space for what's coming. This card often appears when someone is healing from difficult experiences, and it brings this message of hope that yes, things are getting better. The rough waters are behind you, and ahead there's this promise of stability and peace. Your blessings aren't coming into a chaotic environment. They're coming as you're settling into a new, more harmonious way of being. I'm seeing that some of you Cancer signs might literally be moving or traveling as part of this abundant phase. The Six of Swords can indicate physical relocation, and if that resonates with you, this move would be a positive step toward better opportunities and a more fulfilling life. Even if you're not physically moving, there's definitely a sense of mental and emotional relocation happening. You're shifting into a different headspace, a more optimistic and open perspective that's going to allow you to receive all these blessings. There's also guidance here about seeking help or support during this transition. The Six of Swords traditionally shows someone being guided across water, which suggests you don't have to make this journey alone. There might be mentors, friends, professionals, or spiritual guides who can help you navigate this period of change and abundance. Don't be afraid to reach out for support when you need it. What I love about this card in your reading is that it confirms that you've earned these blessings. You've done the hard work. You've weathered the storms. You've kept going even when things were difficult. Now you're being rewarded with this period of ease and abundance. The universe sees your efforts and your resilience, and it's responding with gifts that reflect your growth. Let me pull the next card to see what else is coming through. The Devil just showed up, and I know this card can seem scary at first. But in the context of your reading about abundance and blessings, this is actually showing me something important. The Devil card is about freedom from limitations and breaking free from things that have been holding you back. It can also represent material abundance and enjoying physical pleasures without guilt. What I'm sensing is that some of these luxuries and blessings coming your way are going to be very tangible. Material things, maybe financial windfalls, maybe physical comforts and pleasures, maybe indulgent experiences that make life feel really good. The Devil is giving you permission to enjoy these material blessings without feeling like you have to be all spiritual and above. Worldly pleasures, it's okay to appreciate luxury, to enjoy abundance in its physical forms, to indulge in things that make your body and senses happy. But there's also a deeper message here about liberation. The Devil in reverse energy, or when it appears in a positive reading context, can mean breaking free from addictions, toxic patterns, or limiting beliefs that have been keeping you chained to less than you deserve. You're being freed from whatever has been holding you back from receiving your full abundance. Maybe that's fear of success. Maybe it's unworthiness issues. Maybe it's attachment to struggle as an identity. Whatever it is, those chains are breaking. I'm also picking up that you might be releasing yourself from other people's expectations or judgments. Cancer, you're naturally someone who cares deeply about others, and sometimes that can lead to living according to what other people think you should do, rather than what you truly want. The Devil is saying that part of your blessing is the freedom to live life on your own terms, to pursue pleasures and opportunities that feel good to you, even if others don't understand or approve. There could be something here about reclaiming your power in areas where you gave it away. Maybe in relationships where you made yourself smaller. Maybe in career situations where you dimmed your light. Maybe in family dynamics where you played a role that didn't fit who you really are. This period of abundance includes reclaiming your full power and presence, and that's going to feel incredibly liberating. The shadow side to be aware of with the Devil is not getting so caught up in material pleasures or external validation that you lose sight of what really matters. The blessings are coming, and you should absolutely enjoy them, but stay grounded in your values and your deeper purpose. Don't let the abundance become an obsession or let it pull you away from your spiritual growth and meaningful connections. Let me draw another card to see more about how these blessings will unfold. The Ace of Wands just came through, and the energy just shot up dramatically. This is pure creative fire, passion, inspiration, and new beginnings in areas of action and manifestation. When I see this card, I think of that moment when you get hit with an idea or opportunity that makes you feel incredibly alive and excited. That's what's coming for you. The Ace of Wands is telling me that you're going to be sparked with new inspiration and motivation. If you've been feeling stuck or uninspired lately, that's completely about to change. You're going to wake up one day soon and feel this surge of creative energy and enthusiasm that makes you want to take action on your dreams. This isn't just daydreaming or wishing. This is the kind of inspired action that actually creates results. I'm seeing new projects or ventures beginning for you. This could be starting a business, launching a creative project, beginning a passionate new relationship, or initiating any kind of endeavor that requires courage and enthusiasm. The Ace of Wands is giving you a green light from the universe. This is your sign to go for it, to take that leap, to start the thing you've been thinking about. The energy is supporting bold moves right now. This card also has strong sexual and passionate energy associated with it. If we're talking about romance, the Ace of Wands indicates intense chemistry and attraction. This could be a new relationship that starts with a bang, lots of excitement and desire. Or if you're in an existing relationship, you might experience a renewal of passion that makes everything feel fresh and exciting again. There's definitely fire and intensity in your romantic life during this period. In terms of career and life direction, the Ace of Wands represents opportunities that align with your true passions. You're not just going to be presented with any old opportunities. You're going to encounter possibilities that genuinely excite you and that feel connected to your deeper purpose. When you pursue these paths, you'll have abundant energy and enthusiasm because they're aligned with who you really are. What I love about the Ace of Wands in your reading is that it shows you're not just passively receiving blessings. You're actively creating and manifesting them through your own inspired action. You're a co-creator with the universe during this time. The ideas you get, the impulses you feel, the opportunities that excite you. These are all guideposts showing you where to direct your energy for maximum abundance and fulfillment. There's also this message about trusting your instincts and acting quickly when opportunities present themselves. Wands energy is fast and fiery. It doesn't like to overthink or wait around. When something feels right and exciting, go for it. Don't let fear or doubt talk you out of pursuing what lights you up. The universe is backing you up right now. Let me see what other guidance the cards have for you. The Hanged Man just appeared, and this might seem contradictory after all this talk about action and abundance. But actually, this card is bringing important wisdom. The Hanged Man is about surrender, seeing things from a new perspective, and sometimes waiting for the right timing before moving forward. In the context of your abundant period, this is telling you that not every blessing comes from doing more or pushing harder. What I'm picking up is that some of your greatest gifts during this time will come from letting go and trusting the process. The Hanged Man hangs upside down by choice, seeing the world from a completely different angle, and this brings enlightenment and wisdom. You're being asked to release your attachment to how you think things should unfold and be open to how the universe wants to deliver your blessings. This card is teaching you the art of divine timing. Even though there's all this abundant energy coming your way, some things still need time to develop properly. Some opportunities need you to wait and prepare rather than rushing in. The Hanged Man is asking you to trust that delays or pauses are actually part of the blessing, allowing things to align in the perfect way at the perfect time. I'm also seeing that this period of abundance includes spiritual lessons and growth. The Hanged Man is one of the most spiritual cards in the deck, representing that moment of enlightenment when everything suddenly makes sense from a higher perspective. You might have experiences during this time that completely shift how you see yourself, life, and your path forward. These perspective shifts are part of your abundance because they free you from limited thinking and open you up to even greater possibilities. There's a message here about sacrifice leading to gain. Sometimes you have to let go of something to make room for something better. The Hanged Man suggests that any sacrifices you're called to make during this time are actually setting you up for bigger blessings. Maybe you need to sacrifice some comfort for growth, or some immediate pleasure for long-term fulfillment. Trust that what you're releasing is making space for what you truly want. This card can also indicate a period of pause or suspension where it seems like nothing is happening on the surface. But actually, there's tremendous transformation occurring beneath. If you hit any moments during this abundant period where things seem to slow down or where you're waiting for something to come through, know that important work is happening in the invisible realms. The universe is arranging circumstances and people and opportunities in exactly the right way to bring you the highest good. Let me draw one more card to complete this reading. The Five of Wands just came through, and this is interesting because it brings an element of healthy competition and dynamic energy to your reading. The Five of Wands isn't about serious conflict. It's more like that energizing feeling you get when you're engaged in a friendly challenge or when you're working with others toward a common goal, even if you have different approaches. What this tells me is that part of your abundance and these blessings will come through engaging with others. Maybe even through some friendly competition or by being challenged to up your game. This isn't negative. This is actually quite positive because it pushes you to develop your skills and talents even further. When you're challenged, you discover strengths you didn't know you had. I'm seeing that you might be collaborating with people who have strong personalities or different viewpoints. And while this might create some sparks, it's ultimately going to lead to better outcomes than if everyone just agreed about everything. The creative tension between different perspectives and approaches is going to generate innovative solutions and exciting results. Don't shy away from dynamic interactions or environments just because they're not completely peaceful and harmonious. The Five of Wands can also indicate multiple opportunities or projects competing for your attention. This ties back to that Seven of Cups energy we saw earlier about having lots of options. You might find yourself juggling several exciting possibilities and trying to figure out how to pursue them all or which ones to prioritize. This is a good problem to have, even if it feels chaotic at times. The key is to stay focused and not scatter your energy too thin across too many different things. There's also something here about stepping into your power and not being afraid to stand out or compete. Cancer, you're naturally more comfortable and supportive, nurturing roles. But this reading is showing you stepping into a more assertive, confident version of yourself. You're willing to put yourself out there, to compete for what you want, to engage with challenges head on. This shift in your energy is going to attract even more opportunities because confidence and courage are magnetic. What I appreciate about the Five of Wands in this reading is that it keeps things real. Yes, you're entering this abundant period with constant blessings. But that doesn't mean everything will be effortless or that you won't face any challenges. The challenges you encounter, though, are the kind that help you grow stronger and more capable. They're part of the blessing in disguise because they're training you to handle even greater levels of success and abundance. So, Cancer, let me bring all of this together for you. What the cards are showing is that you're moving into an extraordinary period where blessings and opportunities are going to flow into your life in wave after wave. This isn't just one area of your life improving. This is multiple dimensions of your existence lighting up simultaneously. You're going to experience deep emotional fulfillment through genuine connections with people who appreciate and celebrate you. You'll have multiple exciting options and opportunities to choose from across different areas of your life. You're stepping into emotional maturity and wisdom that will help you navigate all this abundance with grace. Your heart is opening to new levels of love, joy, and spiritual connection. You're moving away from difficult times toward much calmer and more prosperous waters. You're being freed from limitations and given permission to enjoy material pleasures and physical abundance without guilt. You're going to be sparked with creative inspiration and passionate energy that drives you to take bold action on your dreams. You're learning to trust divine timing and see things from higher perspectives. And you're engaging with dynamic opportunities and challenges that push you to grow even stronger. This is your time, Cancer. The universe has been preparing this abundance for you, and now it's ready to pour into your life. Stay open, trust your intuition about which opportunities to pursue. Don't be afraid to take up space and go after what excites you. And remember that you deserve every bit of this goodness that's coming your way. The blessings aren't going to stop. After one good thing happens, this is a period of continuous flow, one beautiful experience after another. Get ready to receive with an open heart and an open mind. Your life is about to get so much richer in every sense of the word.